Hey guys, Mara here, bringing another game to you. This game, we're in Tier 8 Alaska on the map Loop. Um, the sort of focus of this game is what to do kind of at the beginning of a match and what not to do with flanks. So we're spawning in the middle. We're in a three-man team. You'll often spawn in the middle if you're in a three-man division. And we're noticing the eastern flank, the flank above C, is it's a little weak. There's only two boats, so we're going to turn over there and support the weaker flank. Hopefully this Z52 joins us, and my clanmates or my div mates are going to join us as well, and we can help out on the weaker flank. You want to try to support the weaker flank just to shore up those numbers. The game often sort of, I guess it kind of mirrors spawns, so the weaker flank on your flank is the weaker flank on their flank. So if you go over there, it can help you gain a numerical advantage on the flank. Of course, because Des Moines and North Carolina spawned over there by themselves with no DD or anything. They're sailing in the opposite direction, looking to lemming train, and that's pretty much the worst thing you can do. But it's sort of looking like the other team is also doing that. We haven't spotted all of them yet, but almost all of them are going B and A. I'm gonna spam my teammates here. Our guys trying to go the other direction, try to get them to come back, but I don't think they actually listen. But doesn't matter. Well, it does matter actually. We just have to keep aware that it's just me and my div mates here. We got a friendly Zhao too. A Z52's he's more in the middle, but that's okay. I'm not too mad about that. So right now I'm sort of heading into this weaker flank with the expectation that we might have to retreat. Of course, the enemy, as mentioned before, the enemy team they're really heading A, like quite heavily. We have some friendlies at A, but not too many. They're pretty outmatched right now. There's a Fletcher, a Worcester, and a Henry, really, and that's it. So we're just heading towards C. It looks like every enemy team's going to A. So at this point, I'm thinking, okay, we got to push down. The enemy team has totally and completely abandoned the C flank, the eastern flank, which is a big mistake. You don't want to do that. You want to try to defend, at least defend. You want to put up some sort of fight, kite away, or something. So we're already getting the benefits of coming down here aggressively. We're getting on the flank of the enemy team in the middle. I don't land my shots. I think that Minotaur was sort of accelerating, and I caught him mid-acceleration. Enemy Fletcher, I don't know what he's doing, but not that it matters. I don't locate my shots. Get off one bad salvo, and I think we're gonna miss with this salvo as well. It's important to shake off these bad shots. Everybody has them. Or this is the one I do land these actually. Do most of the damage to him. I think he dots out or something. But enemy Salem parked. I don't know if he's disconnected or something or what he's doing, but we're completely on their flank now. We have nothing to worry about from the south here. No enemies, no DDs, and we're just going to try to take advantage of this right now. Get a couple citadels on the Salem. We went dark. Here I'm just trying to pick a new target. I'm not in a great position. Well, I was in a great position to shoot that Salem, but now that he's dark, not in a great position to shoot anybody else. Buffalo's out of range. I'm trying to just blind fire him. I was thinking maybe he was AFK, that's why he was there, but no, he pops up just as we shoot, and he's behind the island now, and he's healed up quite a bit, as a Salem will tend to do. But we're teams testing B, and most importantly, uh, while we lost the DD at A, the Worcester and the Henry, and to an extent the Des Moines that started in C and is now all the way at A, are kind of presenting, they are defending our weak flank. They're not they didn't just abandon it. They didn't, they're putting up a fight. They're slowing down. They're making that strong enemy flank think twice, right? They're trying to stop them, or they're not letting them just steamroll down like we're steamrolling here. Trying to get shots off now over the silence. Alaska has, American shell arcs, so you can do stuff like this. Um, get an okay salvo, he turns in. But these are the sorts of things you can do in Alaska. It's a great boat. I pop radar to spot the Zao. Of course, he comes into sight, and just as I spot it, so it's a waste. But doesn't matter. Two citadels, devastating strike. Get that Zao down, and he was really like he'd sort of reacted to this, but ultimately he overextended. Just turning in towards the island here in case the Zao sent out torps. I don't, I think we would have seen them by now at this point if he had, so he didn't get a chance. It was probably his intention, but to do that broadside to an Alaska and a Zao, another Zao, is you're asking to die basically. But so in that case, like, you gotta respect him for reacting or trying to do something to stop this push onto their flank, but his execution was suboptimal. Um, Enemy Conqueror coming in, he's gonna be a big problem. I just stop. I'm trying to manage my right here. I don't want to overcommit around the island because there's a Minotaur and there's a bunch of enemies at A that could shoot me if I come around, and not to mention the Conqueror and the Implacable. He knows we're here. He's sending ships reasonably regularly, so I back up. Friendly Zao is aware that I'm sort of not committing to this, and he stops as well, which is great. And we're just not gonna tangle with that Conqueror. He's got like great belt armor, so and his HE spam will be quite annoying. But we again, American shell arcs coming into play here, getting some cheeky shots off on this Jean Bart, and we're gonna try to get this Amagi. More implacable planes, but American cruiser, not too worried about that really. So this game is it's interesting. We've capped B now, which is great. That'll play into our strengths later, or it will be our strength later. But it's considering the positional advantage we had, the game's not progressing quite as well as I would have hoped. Salem, that was AFK, or well, not AFK, just dead in the water, middle of the map earlier, shows another broadside to us, and yeah, 3 citadels, no devastating strike this time, but that's okay. And we're just going to rotate out around here. We don't want to overcommit again. Still, it's even worse to come around this island than it was before, because the boats at A have repositioned, and we're even more vulnerable. So just disengaging. The Grossekur first. I don't know if he started coming down there because he thought I was going to commit. If so, I kind of feel bad, but he Now he's overcommitting. He, as unmaneuverable as the Alaska is, Grossa Kerfers is quite a bit more unmaneuverable. So unfortunately, he's going to die. That was an overextension by him. That's basically what I was trying to avoid doing, but he was even lower health. Um, Trying to get my guns rotated to help him, but there's not a lot we can do about it. Zhao's also trying to help, but this Zhao, he's playing well actually. He's rotating out and not overcommitting. More enemy planes. We lose shots on the Frederick de Grosse because of the island. Our shell arcs aren't that lofty, and right now it's kind of like our positioning is not great. We're not able to shoot at anybody at the moment. Friendly or Divmate Azumo is saying there's a gearing north of him, so I'm just heading north to help him out, try to get him off his flank, and protect our friendly CV from the gearing. But you'll notice the Henry and the Des Moines and the Worcester. I don't know what the Worcester's doing there, but the Henry and the Des Moines, they're doing great. They're still alive. They defended A, held off A. They're kiting away from this John Bart. Oh, a little lag spike there. And they're still alive, and like they have that Jean Bart exactly where they want him, and he's chasing two enemy boats up at the A line, and you don't want to be doing that, especially in a BB if you can avoid it. Maybe he feels like he has to, and the Henry gets the kill on the Jean Bart, and it's a great kiting boat because now although he's massively out of position, now he has the speed to get back into the game. So we're still trying to defend our clanmate here in the Zumo. He's trying to take up a strong central defensive position, but the gearing's north of him. Luckily, the gearing doesn't mind. I guess he doesn't prioritize him. He's going after the Henry and the Des Moines up north, and we're gonna just try to finish off this Minotaur, get a citadel on a tight angle. I think part of that is the American AP shells have that extra bite, and the other part of it is just a Minotaur is a floating citadel. Although I do like the boat, he turns out just as our shells come in, which is beautiful. Another kill. That Frederick de Grosser finally dies, but unfortunately our clanmate, our divmate dies as well. It was kind of frustrating with that Frederick de Grosser because I didn't have shots on him because of the island, and he was so low for so long. So the gearing does actually get the Henry with torpedoes, but he dies as well. And right now, it's the game is now over, but it was a lot closer. Even though they totally abandoned this flank. We had to work for it. It should have been a walk, but it doesn't always work out that way. But it's still a win, so that's all that matters. And I didn't accelerate up over this island because I was worried about gearing torps. Of course, we found out that he sent them out on the Henry, and I don't really want to spend the time sailing around the island to get more central. I usually in this game, I tend to want to try to go, or you always want to be looking to go central. We were prodding down at G6 for a little while, trying to get in, but it never really opened up. So we were as central as we could be at any given point, really. And so we're heading south. The Zhao, Zhao played a great game. He sort of finally overextends, but that's all right. He had a solid game. Worcester, broadside, Citadel, and actually the Zhao survived, so that's good. But that was a slight positional mistake by him. And anyways, the game's about to end here. We're gonna get off some shots on the implacable, and we end up with about 170,000 damage. I think we get a few more citadels towards the end. No Kraken, unfortunately. We don't finish off the implacable. Our points take over, but I hope that you know that you'll gain a sort of understanding of the importance of not abandoning a flank. Like, if they had even sent 2 ships over to sea to run defensive, we wouldn't have been able to do what we did in this game. It was just get on cruisers' flanks and sort of force the their strong fleet at or their stronger flank at A to come back and deal with us, or try to deal with us, or deal with the threat of all of our boats down past the sea point. Yeah, and it's just, if there just been a couple, if they just had a couple ships at sea, that wouldn't have happened. It's always better to uh, play defensive on a flank than to just totally abandon it. You wanna maintain that danger. You wanna make it impossible for the enemy boats to to be able to angle to all the other enemy boats or enemy fleet. And you can't do that if every single ship goes to one flank. So the game's about to end. Send out the salvo, try to get the Kraken, but the game ends, and we end up with, I think, 2.8k base XP or something, top of the table. Anyways, hope you enjoyed, and thanks for watching.